There are thousands of idols in the K-pop industry. Some are charming, others are talented, and many are hardworking. But for me, there is one who stands out not just for his voice, looks, or dance, but for something far deeper: his sincerity. His name is Jungkook. And this is why I believe he's the most genuine idol in the K-pop industry. From the moment Jungkook debuted, you could sense something different about him. He wasn't the loudest or the most confident. He wasn't trying to outshine anyone. But he had this quiet passion in his eyes, like someone who carried the weight of dreams not just for himself, but for the team around him. And even at a young age, he took that responsibility seriously. Many people don't realize this, but Jungkook debuted at just 15. At that age, most teenagers are still figuring out who they are. But Jungkook, he was already training day and night, surrounded by hyungs, trying to find his place in a group that would soon become a global phenomenon. What makes Jungkook different isn't just his talent, though yes, he has plenty of it. It's the way he treats that talent. He never shows off. He never brags. Instead, he constantly works on himself, pushing his limits, questioning his choices, even when he's already praised by millions. It's like he's on a quiet mission to always be better, not for fame, but for the sake of growth. I've watched countless videos of Jungkook over the years. Behind-the-scenes clips, interviews, fan interactions. And there's a consistency in him. Whether he's on stage performing or quietly sitting during a group interview, there's an authenticity that doesn't fade. He listens. He observes. He thinks before he speaks. He doesn't try to dominate the spotlight, but he always shines in his own way. Remember that one clip where a fan was crying and Jungkook gently told them, "Don't cry, we're here now." He didn't say it to get attention. He said it because he truly cares. Because even with thousands of fans screaming his name, he still sees the individual in the crowd. That's not something you can fake. Jungkook's journey hasn't been easy either. There were moments he doubted himself. Times when he felt lost. He once confessed he didn't know who he was outside of BTS. That's such a raw, honest thing to admit, especially when you're seen as the golden Maknae. He could have hidden those feelings. He could have pretended everything was perfect. But instead, he shared that vulnerability with the world. And in doing so, he gave strength to countless fans who also felt lost, who also questioned their identities. Being genuine doesn't mean being perfect. It means showing your scars, your fears, and still showing up with your whole heart. That's exactly what Jungkook does. When you watch his solo projects, you feel his soul. His song "Still With You" is not just beautifully written, it's deeply emotional. It speaks of longing, of presence, of holding on. You can't write that unless you've truly felt it. Jungkook isn't just a performer. He's a storyteller. And even as his fame grows, he remains grounded. He still bows deeply to staff members. He still thanks his fans with genuine words. He still worries about doing well, about making ARMY proud. He once stayed in the studio for hours just to get a single part right. Not because someone told him to, but because he wanted to give his best. That's not about ego. That's about heart. It's funny. In an industry where image is everything, Jungkook doesn't rely on image. He relies on presence. He relies on effort. He relies on sincerity. When he posts on Weverse or goes live, he doesn't come with a script. He comes as he is. He eats, he laughs, he listens to music. And fans feel like they're with a friend, not a celebrity. That's rare. I remember when he cut his own hair live. Not because it was a stunt, but because he just felt like it. Who does that? Only someone who doesn't care about pretense. Only someone who lives truthfully. He's not perfect. No one is. But Jungkook isn't trying to be perfect. He's trying to be real. And in a world full of filters, that honesty shines brighter than any spotlight. So, yes, there are many idols who are amazing. But to me, Jungkook is on another level. Because beyond the voice, beyond the looks, beyond the stage presence, there's a young man who has kept his heart intact. And that, more than anything else, is what makes him unforgettable. To be genuine in a world that demands performance is an act of quiet rebellion. Jungkook is that rebellion. Soft, steady, and full of soul. And that's why, in my heart, he will always be the most genuine idol in the K-pop industry. Forever grateful for the sincerity he brings into the world.